So, you guys, what if creating systems for your business was easy? What if not only was it easy, but it was the answer to the time freedom you want so desperately? That time freedom you signed up to be an entrepreneur for. Welcome, everyone. I'm Laura DeFranco, the CEO of Brave Healer Productions, where we are helping the world experience what's possible. And I am so grateful and honored to have my son, Jonathan Probert, here with me today to help me with that mission. Jonathan Probert is the CEO of Systems Success Pro and has a mission to help business owners save time, energy, and money with an easy way to organize repeatable systems that allow growth at the next level. Jonathan graduated from the University of Maryland, did computer science. He spent a year in a junior software engineering role. But after talking to his entrepreneur friends like this one over here, who struggled to organize a system of standard operating procedures, he realized he could solve a big problem. And he decided to open up this business. Welcome, bud. How's it going?
Good, thanks. Glad to be here.
I never really thought I would be interviewing one of my kiddos for the YouTube channel, but I'm really excited to be doing it today, and I'm really excited to just let people get to know you a little bit and what's behind System Success Pro. Some people have heard my story about this, and they joke with me when I say, well, systems can be sexy, right? Like there's a lot of things about this that changed my world. So tell me a little bit about the why behind this for you.
Well, the main thing is that, as you mentioned, I started in a software engineering role and I eventually found out that I didn't like it, and quit to start this company. My whole goal with this company is to create something that I don't have to be working every week of the year. I don't want to have a 9 to 5 job. I want to live my life. I want to do cool things, go and travel, ride my motorcycle around, play with my dog. And I knew a 9 to 5 wasn't going to cut it. So I started the business. The business itself is I want to help my clients with exactly what I want. I want to get my time back and I want to help my clients get their time back. And doing so through systems is the clearest way for me to do so. I think systems allow people to get organized and they allow people to delegate super easily. And delegating is the first step in getting their time back.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I want to break it down for you guys, like all these things. And he just mentioned several of them for me anyway. But listen, I want to stick on something for a minute. You have told me, we've talked about hustle culture and how that bothers you a lot, and that you're kind of anti hustle. And you came through college, you watched your friends do some things in their first jobs, you got into your first job. Like, talk to me more about what was up in your mind and what happened with that anti hustle culture that you now stand for.
I think the main thing is that a lot of big companies expect us kids to work to the bone for them, and that is doesn't really sit well with me. And I think looking at my friends as a first example, one of my friends had an average 80-hour week every week, and it literally worked him into a disability. And that just doesn't sit well with me because nothing about that will change ever because they don't really see what's wrong with it. And I'm trying to support him as much as I can. He's getting better, but the hustle that he had to put in for what he got back was not worth it.
Yeah, I'm glad that you shared that story a little bit. I've been following that in your life and your friend's life, and it's sad and a bummer, and it's like, all right, where does this end? And I'm glad you brought that up. I know that there are a lot of people listening who are like, yep, that's how things have gone. But what's so fun about the systems thing is A lot of people who sign up for entrepreneurship are like, they sign up for the freedom, they sign up for the time freedom, they sign up for the schedule freedom, and lots of things about that. And then they don't realize if they don't have any systems in place, none of that is going to happen. And it seems so basic to be talking about your business systems. But when I really turned a corner on this and realized, you guys, I mean, I saw some work ahead of me to get them in place, but I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I got excited. And so, I was after Jonathan, like, what are we going to do here? And he had this idea. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Like, how fast can we do this? How can we get this into everybody's hands? Because this is the answer. And it seems so basic. It seems like, well, how could that just be the answer? But it is kind of the answer. But you and I were talking about a problem with this a few minutes ago. The problem, one of the problems we see is that these systems are so crucial, but they're not prioritized. Talk about that for a second.
They're probably never going to be unless you actually set your mind to them, because obviously everyone's working their business and that systems don't come first to your clients, right? You're always going to want to serve your clients, and that's going to take up the most of your time. And if you're a solopreneur, you will never get to the systems part or some of the other parts as well. And so you're just stuck in a cycle of, even if you do remember it, you're stuck. Oh, I need systems, but I can't because my time is so filled with doing the actual part of the business that is making money, right? But in reality, it's very easy to do, and there are ways to get them done even without you actually writing those. And that's part of what I try to help with, is helping people write them for them.
You do a lot with the System Success Pro program is an incredible program. We're going to tell you guys a little bit about that in a minute, but there are some other kinds of services that Jonathan offers where if the idea completely overwhelms you, like, how do I get standard operating procedures in place, written out literally and in place, not to mention organized for my entire business. You might be a solopreneur, you might have some team, you might be in different stages of overwhelm than other people. But how do I do that? There's some wonderful things that he can help you with in terms of like getting it done, getting it in place essentially is a one-time thing. You get it in place and all it is maintenance from there on out. But I want to back up a little bit and talk about why I need systems if I want to grow. All of my entrepreneur friends that I know have goals to grow, to thrive, to make enough income to generously take care of themselves and everyone they love and serve. I live by that mantra. Like, how can I grow my business big enough to be able to give back, to be able to enjoy my life, to be able to do all the things? And so tell me, why do I have to have systems to be able to do that?
Because the business owner can't be doing everything all the time if you want to grow. You'll
Or
have to be
sleep.
focused. Yeah, or sleep. Yeah. If
Yeah.
you are focusing on doing all of the client work and all of the marketing and all of the other stuff, there is no focus on growth. Nothing will be able to, like, you're only going to have so much time to get stuff done. So you can't improve on anything. You can't get more clients, and you can't do all the other steps, right? And
Yeah.
when you know something works, like that a certain marketing system works or a certain product works, and you make a system for it, you can hand it to somebody else so you can go and focus on growing. You can go and focus on improving the things that need improvement, the things that need changing, little tweaks here and there. But you have that time back because you created a system you know the system works, and you can hand it to somebody else and be like, "Hey, I need you to do this so I can go do the other stuff."
And you, the face of the business, the one that should be out doing business development and networking and visioning and the creative aspects and the things only you guys can do. If you're doing everything else too, not only will you burn out and never sleep, but there will just, you will hit the maximum where no growth is possible. I'm trying to figure out all the ways to say this to my friends that really let it sink in. You're going to max out, it will not be possible. You have to be able to delegate tasks, and you have to be able to delegate all tasks that can be done by somebody else to someone else to be able to take your business to the next level. I hope you guys know that I'm speaking from a little bit of experience. It would be probably good to hear a little bit of my background. I started Brave Healer Productions below a certain income level that I had as a goal, but it was a second business next to my physical therapy business at the time. When I went 100%, 150%, I always say, into this business that I am in now, and I was prioritizing 100% of my time into business, this second business, things started to grow. And that was a great problem to have. But it grew so fast and so furiously that I was trying to hire a team without systems. That was a big failure. And it will be a failure for you too, because if you don't have anything for those people to be able to go and read the instructions for, they can't do anything, then everything gets bottlenecked again and you get frustrated. You don't have the time to train them. You don't have the time. You already didn't have the time. So there's some growing pains that I have had in and out of trying to create the systems, hire people, delegate, have more time to train. And, growing pains are a good thing. Again, good problem to have. You will have them. But if you have systems in place, again, speaking from experience, oh my gosh, the feeling of ease, the feeling of relief, the feeling of, ooh, maybe I can take this business to the next level. Maybe I could dream a little bit bigger now that I see the light of this. And again, this is where I get kind of excited by it. But one other thing I wanted to stick in there about why you must have systems, repeatable systems, and a program of organization in place to grow your business is it makes delegating easy. But have you ever thought that if you ever want to sell your business in the future, if you would ever love an investor to come in and invest in your business to take it to the next level, that you can't do either of those things without your systems in place. And I'm talking repeatable systems that are bringing income into your business, I'll say automatically. An investor will look at that, a possible buyer of your business in the end, when you're ready to sell, those people are looking at your systems. That's what they're looking at, you guys. So if they're not in place, or if they're kind of in place, if sort of, kind of, not really, not organized, forget it. It's not going to happen. So when I looked at my business, my goals, my dreams, my vision for taking Brave Healer Productions out to the next level, being the book publisher for holistic health and wellness professionals in the world. I got big dreams, y'all. If I really was being serious about that big vision, this has to happen. I have to get my ducks in a row, literally get my systems in a row, alphabetized, systematized, easy place for people to go and find it, find the instructions, do the task for me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You can tell I could talk about this all day long. So, Jonathan, talk a little bit about, that moment where you think, oh, what if something happens to me? I'll let you take that one for a minute.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the another reason on top of the wanting to sell kind of thing, right? If you're a solopreneur, especially, this goes to you. What happens when you get sick for like you get COVID maybe and you're out for 2 weeks, right?
Boo, COVID, boo.
Exactly. But since you're a solopreneur, your whole business stops. If you're too sick to work, you're not making money, and that could hurt your business really bad. But if you have systems in place, and if you even if it's just like the bare bones of your top selling products, you can go and quickly hire out a couple VAs and have them do it for you. In the worst case scenario, you can save yourself from your business just falling apart. If you didn't have those systems there, I don't know what to tell you.
Business would stop. And I've been in the place where even going off to a conference, business had to stop for 2 days while Laura did her continuing education. That sucks, you guys. Like, why shouldn't your business be still attracting clients and funnels running and things moving while you're doing that awesome stuff that you go out to do, like doing, your extra learning, your continuing education? Heck, why shouldn't that be happening while you have a vacation and take care of yourself? So whether it be worst case scenario of getting sick or something happening to you, business shuts down when, that person who does the whole business can't do their business that day. But also to the example of being able to take a day off, being able to be with your family for a special occasion, being able to take a vacation, because if you don't take the recovery time for yourself, you know what is going to happen, right? It's going to be more burnout. And I don't want you guys to get to the physical symptom point of burnout in your business to realize all you needed to do was put systems in place. Like, again, it'll take a little bit of upfront time to get this thing in place, and then watch what happens. So I got a really great example for you guys today. I was able to hire an executive assistant for the first time ever in my business. It's only been a few weeks. It's brand new for me. And it was a little bit of a rocky start in the beginning because I was learning. I never had an executive assistant. I am not the best delegator in the world yet. I have most of my systems in place, but I didn't have the ones that I needed in place for her to even do anything the first week. She was like sitting around going, "Okay, Laura, what do you got? Like, what am I doing here?" Right. And I felt bad. And this is growing pains also. But I took a breath. I carved out a little bit of time, couple of hours, to sort out some of my ducks. What were the things taking up the most of my time that I absolutely had no business doing? Someone else could be doing it for me. And for me, it was email tasks. It was email reminders, email inbox, all the regular programs that we have during the year, getting people their email reminders and their follow-ups. Oh, the follow-up emails. What missed business is happening because you haven't followed up? The follow-up email alone, if you get help with that, right? So I took a couple hours, I got them in a row. I gave her one project, I gave her the next project, and I swear every time I gave her something new that we checked off the list, and she was so good at it, it was so easy for her to do these things, I felt more and more relief. The plate was getting clearer, y'all. The plate has been getting clearer. And now I get to go out and teach. I get to go out and write my next book. I get to take a day off. I get to do the business development and the networking groups. I want to go play with people and vision big and collaborate with others and grow this company out to this next place that it wants to grow. It's good stuff. So, all right. Jonathan, what's the most important thing you think you want people to know about putting their systems in place?
It's really easy. It's really that easy. There are many ways you can do it, and I help with some of those ways. But at the very least, you can record yourself going through a process, go back, look at the recording, type out what you said, and screenshot what you did on screen, put them into simple steps, and you've got a system right there. It might not be perfect. You might have to go and adjust it later for what you missed, but it's there. And if you want a really extensive version of that, I offer ways to get you some strategies on how to keep it organized, and all the way up to a session where you can record all of your systems and I'll go do it for you. I'll take that recording and send you a list of documents for all the systems. But yeah, it's really that easy.
You guys can get a discovery call with Jonathan. He'll help start you off on the path, help you kind of understand where you're at now, what are next steps. There's some free information he can send you. You're going to build your master task list. We're going to get you in the beginning stages of this. So drop down into the show notes and schedule a discovery call. If you know you need to do this, start today. Just schedule your discovery call. Okay. If you want to come into System Success Pro as a member and put your business systems in a program that is easily organized, where you can delegate to your virtual assistants or any assistant, any team member at a literal couple of clicks, they've got what they need to go do the thing, then you can sign up for System Success Pro as a member. Everything's down below, website, all the things. But I'd highly suggest you just start with a discovery call and let Jonathan ask you a few questions, see where you're at in the process so that he can help you with the next steps. There are a lot of great things that you can do today, easy things that you can do today to move towards this freedom that I know that you guys want, right? Anything left, Jonathan?
Just back on that last sentence, starting today, what I would recommend you do if you're just starting out with your systems, or even if you're in the thick of it a little bit, is do one a day. Record one a day and then write it into a document the next. It shouldn't take you that much time because systems are meant to be simple. So maybe half an hour max to record it, and to document it should be enough to get you that one system done. Keep doing that, and eventually you're going to have your whole business documented.
I love
If
that
you
advice.
you need help, if you want to do it all at once and get it done, we can have a talk, go and schedule a discovery call, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you guys can grab a half day session, a full day session, knock it out in a day. That is part of what Jonathan offers. In the meantime, make one a day, like he said. You'll have your SOPs ready to roll, and then you'll be ready for the System Success Pro program. You can upload everything, get it organized, right? We want to help you out. And I'm here too. You guys know how to reach out to me if you need, ask a question or whatever. Jonathan, thank you. You have helped me change my business. You've helped me move through a burnout plateau that I didn't know I would get over without this. You've helped me so much so that I'll actually get to take a vacation this year and truly unplug, because my team will have my back, because they can easily find everything that they're doing. And I'm very grateful for your amazing brain that moved toward this solution, and also your motivation and inspiration, your drive to actually create this. This is going to change a lot of lives. And I'm so proud of you, bud.
Thanks. Glad to have helped. I want to help everyone else.
So, you guys, we're creating a system here, but it's also a community. And those of you who know me from Brave Healer Productions know that that's the way that I roll. We get together, we help each other. Jonathan does some co-working sessions for his members so that we can network also. and learn about each other's businesses. So this just isn't putting your business systems in place, although that's going to be enough for some of you to really make a massive transformation. So I want to encourage you, drop down, schedule a discovery call. Lastly, today, everyone, remember, you know my message. Your words change the world when you're brave enough to share them. So it's time to be brave. See you next time, everyone.
Bye.